Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Natural Breathing Challenge. Today is focused on the pathway from nose to diaphragm breathing versus mouth to upper chest breathing. We are going to get started straight away with a little refresher of the breather's reset, some breathing mobility, and then we are going to flow straight in to all things pathway nose to diaphragm breathing. All you'll need for today is yourself, somewhere comfortable to lay down, whether that is a bed, a mat, carpet, anything, and that is all. Let's get straight into it today. So, start by finding somewhere comfortable to sit down. You may wish to be seated on the mat or on your bed, or if you prefer, you can have a seat in a chair or a couch for this first half. That is absolutely fine. All right, starting with our reset. Breathe out and melt the body, swaying side to side. Just a little refresher if we find that we're trying to chase that breath in. Can we focus on the breath out and melt? You don't actually need to swallow every time to suppress the bigger breaths or the yawns or the gasps. The swallow can just be quite helpful to reduce the over-breathing tendencies. But you might find now, as we're on day 4, that you can just, instead of chasing the breath in, breathe out and melt the body. Soften the stomach. A wave of relaxation is flowing through your body. Amazing. Coming into some breathers. Reset in a sitting. Hands above your head. Lovely. Adding in that lovely sway from side to side. It just helps to soften the lower back, melt the core. Let the eyebrows go heavy. I really want you to pay particular attention today to your stomach and your back and posture area. Often we try and hold I'll show on side on. Often we try and hold a very rigid, upright posture, and we live in a society where we either suck or puff. And what I mean by that is we either suck our stomach in or puff the chest out to try and maintain this normal posture. So here's a myth that I want to debunk, is that your best posture is your next posture. So holding one rigid upright posture actually results in increased muscular tension and more upper chest breathing patterns. What is really important is learning what we call present posture, and I'll show you that. Side on will be easier. You may be holding a bit of a rigid upright posture, and as I just mentioned, your best posture is your next posture and not a guarded posture. So can we hold a present posture, which is where we let the shoulders go a bit? Lovely. The shoulders just melt into their rested present position. Same with the lower back. Did you see what happened there? Instead of me guarding and sucking my stomach in, present posture is letting the belly soften and the lower back just soften into a present position. A little challenge for today. Don't suck the stomach in, and let the body go in your posture. You don't need to hold a rigid upright posture. That is a myth about posture. It actually ends up making things worse for our body and breathing patterns if we hold rigidity in our posture versus better. Well, that was a little detour, but I felt like it was necessary to say. Let's move straight on into 2 breathers mobility resets. Reaching your hand up over top, feeling that nice stretch in the oblique. We're starting where we finished on day 3. Expanding in to the sides of that stretch and letting it go. Other side, reaching all of the way over, melting the body, softening that shoulder on the right. Expanding into that stretch, into the sides, and then letting it go. Coming into your seated thoracic mid-back twist, crossing your right hand over your body towards your left knee, pressing and rotating towards the left. Soften the legs. Notice how the body wants to come into quite a rigid posture in this twist. Can you actually do the opposite and let it soften? Melt the lower back. Let the shoulder go. Soften the grip of the hands. Can you find a soft expansion? Remember that elastic band into the sides. And then letting it go. Crossing the left hand over towards the right. Twisting and opening that mid-back. I'm a bit tighter on this side. The sides of our bodies are meant to be sisters or brothers, not twins. So it's okay if one side feels a bit tighter than the other. Finding stillness here. Expanding in to the sides of that stretch. Try not to force it in. And as we've mentioned, letting that breath out. Melt the body. Beautiful. One more time. Rotating over towards the side with a bit more momentum. Let the posture go into present posture. Soften the shoulders and the back and the jaw. On the breath out, can you move further into your twist, looking over your shoulder? Last one. Good. Finding stillness at the end here. Softening the body. Breathing in soft into that stretch, into the sides of the stretch. Well done. That's the diaphragm. As you breathe out, moving into the motion even more. And then back to center. Lovely. We're going to have a little lie down. And I'm going to introduce some nose to diaphragm concepts very soon. But for now, just meet your body and meet your breathing with where it's at for today. Who knows where you've come from? Maybe it's the morning, or maybe you're at the end of what was quite a busy and stressful day. So just notice your body letting go as it lies down. And feeling that wave, that melting wave flowing through the body, letting the eyebrows go, softening the chest, letting the hands go. Softening the legs. You may wish to extend the legs out. If that feels more comfortable. For today, I'm going to bend my knees though. I quite enjoy that position when I practice my diaphragm breathing. Lovely. Now, let's go through nose to diaphragm breathing. Nose breathing is the main route that we need to be breathing air. There's this saying that I really like that says, breathe in through your mouth as much as you eat in through your nose. So if we break that down, you wouldn't be eating in through your nose, right? So we shouldn't be breathing in through our mouth. The nose warms, it filters, and it humidifies the air. It's a natural air conditioning unit. Dehumidifying unit is our nose. Our mouth doesn't have that property. It's bringing in cold and dry air that can irritate the throat, and the breath in through the mouth, it expands more into that upper chest. The nose breath goes a bit lower into the diaphragm. Now, if you struggle to breathe in through your nose, it's really important to get to the root reason as to why you can't breathe in through your nose. Now, that may require you to go see your doctor, an ear, nose and throat specialist as well, if you find that some parts of your nose may be a bit restricted and obstructed, or seeing a qualified respiratory physio, breathing physio. So message any questions, I'm here to help, because today is all about us landscaping the nose to diaphragm connection versus the mouth to upper chest connection. But everyone's different. It's important that you reach out to get the support that you need that's personalized to you. Okay? So, meeting your body again in stillness. And just taking a moment to notice if you're breathing in through your nose or breathing in through your mouth. Just noticing the airflow in through the nose or mouth. If you've found that you're mouth breathing, how would it feel to direct your attention towards your nose? And try take a nose breath in. That may feel a bit uncomfortable or like you're not getting enough air. If you've been breathing in through your mouth for a long time, the mouth is a bigger area, so we over-breathe. When we breathe in through our nose, it's a smaller route and there's more airway resistance. So if we're trying to switch to mouth breathing, it's very normal for it to feel a bit uncomfortable and there'd be a bit of air hunger. Now, moving on to your nose flow, I'm going to sit up to show you this. For this next part, to finish, I'd recommend you get into any position that feels best for you. Lying down may feel really nice right now, or you may wish to sit up. So, finding contact with your body on the surface beneath it, placing both hands to the side of your nose. You can have a little giggle at this one. Opening up your nose. So you're going to press either side, open the nose. It's the nose flow exercise. Really pressing down and opening the nostrils out. Breathing in through your nose. You'll notice that this opens up the nose and helps to facilitate airflow in through that area. Now, when you're breathing in through your nose, remember the pathway to your diaphragm. The diaphragm is here, it's not here. So when you breathe in through your nose, instead of directing the pathway back and up, that tends to crowd the nose and create more upper chest dominant breathing, can you breathe out, melt, soften body, and direct the pathway quietly back and down. Breathing in, quiet, back and down. Notice that when I breathe in noisy, you can even try it yourself. What happens to the nose? It tends to, narrow a little bit and get a little bit more kind of congested almost. Versus softening the body, letting the jaw go, breathing in quietly, pathway back and down. Well done. Now, if the nose flow made quite a difference for you, particularly on one side, really make sure you get a personalized checkup, as there may be an underlying reason as why it is hard for you to breathe in through your nose that may require more of a personalized look at, just because we can get various things that can contribute to nasal obstruction, which is where we just get a little bit of crowdedness in the nose, such as a deviated septum, for example, that just requires a different approach. So make sure you get that checked up on and get a personalized approach for you, and that goes for all things, right? All right, let's finish off bringing it all together. So, finding your body in stillness and in comfort where you are. If you need to change positions, you absolutely can. Find a soft, quiet breath out and melt the body. You may wish to swallow, add in a little bit of a sway. And then connecting into that nose to diaphragm pathway, the slow breath, back and down, swallow, drop the shoulders. If there's a little bit of air hunger, that's normal. It's just your body adjusting just to nose breathing. If you don't use it, you lose it. So this is a little warm-up, a new skill that you're practicing, and it gets more comfortable and less air hungry with practice. You may wish to come to your nose flow, opening up the nose, pathway back and down, drop the body, melt the shoulders. Try not to force the breath out, just let the breath out flow like a wave. No force. Air hunger is your friend, not a threat. It's just your body rebalancing carbon dioxide levels and actually adapting to slower breathing. Nose breathing slows breathing, mouth breathing's over breathing. So if you are doing nose breathing for the first time, your body's just adjusting. Well done. Now just to finish, I want you to give me a little smile and lifting the eyebrows up and breathing in through your nose. Good. Notice how when you lift the eyebrows up, or a little open and smile of the face, it opens your nose up more so you can breathe in with more ease through your nose. Just a little sneaky tip and trick there. I really like that one. Lifting the eyebrows. Remember the pathway. It's not going up to the head. That goes into the chest. We want it to go quietly. Eyebrows up. Back and down. Lovely. You do not need to walk around always like this for your nose breathing, but doesn't it feel good to know that we have this capacity to utilize the pathway from our nose to diaphragm? Breathing quietly versus too noisy at rest. Using the nose to breathe. If you don't use it, you lose it. And remember, we breathe in through our mouth as much as we eat in through our nose. We want to be practicing nose breathing. If you noticed the nose flow exercise made quite a difference to your nose, particularly on one side, make sure you get a personalized checkup for you to get to the root cause. And otherwise, the nose flow technique can be a really lovely one to connect into during your day. Before I see you tomorrow for day 5, wow, time's flying, practice your nose breathing. You may even wish to set a timer for a minute and try and practice your nose breathing every hour for a minute. Remind yourself. For some of you guys, it will be a new habit, so you may need to even set a little reminder as well. If you really are struggling with nose breathing and it's making you feeling a bit panicked, then do reach out for personalized support, because again, it's very normal for the transition to feel uncomfortable and for there to be a bit of air hunger. But remember, you've got it. Air hunger is your friend, not a threat. When we understand that air hunger is just a signal that our body's recalibrating and restoring balance back in our breathing, then suddenly it does become less threatful because we have a plan and we know it can get better. Well done today. I will see you tomorrow for your next natural breathing challenge day. Bye.